Patrick Hutzel from intensivcarehotline.com with another quick tip for families in intensive care. So at the moment, we are working with a client who has their 82-year-old husband in ICU. He's currently ventilated after he's had a heart attack. He's having a breathing tube, and he had to be reintubated after a failed extubation in the last couple of days. And now it looks like he may be heading towards a tracheostomy, but we hope, he may have a chance of extubation in the next few days as well. In any case, what's happening there as well is that her husband is losing a lot of weight. And what used to be sort of an 85-kilo man is now down to nearly 60 kilos. So he's lost a lot of weight. And she's very, very worried that if he's losing more weight, he will be losing strength. Now, it's got a nasogastric tube in situ and is getting some nephro feeds because he's also in kidney failure. And the question is, how can the intensive care team make sure he's gaining some weight? And lo and behold, studies have been done that patients in ICU just need the same level of calories than a healthy person because, fighting a critical illness takes energy. And without feeds in ICU, without nutrition, you can't really fight a critical illness. Cutting a long story short, so let's just say someone only gets 60 mils an hour of enteral feeds, either nasogastric tube feeds or PEG feeds, right? And they're not meeting their calories and they're having issues in digesting the food, because what sometimes happens in ICU as well, when patients are in an induced coma, their gut motility might be slowing down because of all the medications for sedation and opiates, right? And therefore they are at risk of aspiration. They have high residuals in the stomach, i.e., they might not absorb the feeds as quickly as possible, and they might have residuals up to 500 mils. So that is a risk for aspiration and for vomiting. And let's just say someone like in this situation is still losing weight. What else can be done? Well, what can be done is you could use high concentrated feeds, right, to get the volume down and still give more calories and carbohydrates and fat and sugars and whatever else a patient needs. Or you could also start some TPN, also known as total parenteral nutrition, also known as intravenous nutrition. So that is another option as well. So you can actually run both simultaneously. Now for TPN, for total parenteral nutrition, or also known as intravenous nutrition, patient needs a central line or a PICC line or a Hickman's line or a porter cath to have the TPN connected, right? So there is certainly an increased infection risk, but if doctors and nurses use a sterile technique to connect and disconnect the TPN, there shouldn't be any issue. But a lot of families in intensive care do not know anything about TPN at all, right? And when someone has nasogastric tube feeds or PEG feeds, right, and they're losing weight, something is clearly not working, right? And by starting TPN or intravenous nutrition, that will help gain some strength back, will help get some nutrition and energy back, right? So that is definitely an option. Now, one word of warning is that patients in ICU, they often the aim is often to have a negative or an equal fluid balance. So, you've got to look that what's going in is also going out, so that patient is not ending up in fluid overload. Sometimes diuretics can be used, such as Lasix or furosemide or spironolactone. Or if patient is in ICU on dialysis, maybe they need to increase the fluid removal as well. So that is my quick tip for today. I hope that helps you understand, whether nasogastric tube or PEG tube feeds can be given with TPN simultaneously, and the answer is absolutely yes. There is nothing stopping a patient from getting TPN simultaneously with nasogastric tube feed or PEG feeds. Now, I have worked in critical care for nearly 25 years in 3 different countries, where I also worked as a nurse manager for over 5 years. I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care since 2013 here at intensivecarehotline.com. And you can verify that by going to intensivecarehotline.com and looking at our testimonial section and see what our clients say. We have saved many lives over the years with our families in intensive care with our clients. And again, that's all documented in our testimonial section, or you can look up our podcast section where we've done some client interviews. And because we're getting so many questions for families in intensive care every day, that's why we created a membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care. And you can become a member if you go to intensivecarehotline.com, if you click on the membership link, or you go to intensivecaresupport.org directly. In the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in the membership area and via email. And we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have exclusive access to 21 ebooks and 21 videos that I have personally written and recorded. And all of that will help you to make sure you make informed decisions, you have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment. I also do one-on-one consulting and advocacy for families in intensive care. I talk to you and your families directly. And I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime process that you simply can't afford to get wrong. And once again, when I talk to you directly, I make sure you make informed decisions. You have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment. I also talk to doctors and nurses directly and ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking, but must be asked when you have a loved one in intensive care. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. We also do medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or send an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell. Comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have. Share this video with your friends and families. And comment below what you want to see next and what questions and insights you have. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on the show. And you will get notified for the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or if you are a subscriber of our intensivecarehotline.com email newsletter that you can subscribe to at intensivecarehotline.com. And if you want your question answered quickly and fast, because I have so many emails sitting, make a small donation to the super chat button here on YouTube, and I will get to your email straight away. You can also make a donation regardless if you like my videos. A small donation will help that we can make more videos for many families in intensive care, and we can help more and more families in intensive care. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.